Hello everybody, welcome to this edition of Mr. J's Geek Corner. Place we talk about anything and everything that is geek, whether it be TV, comics, movies, or video games. And as y'all are aware, the season 2 finale of Superman and Lois was last week. And I'm going to just say what I've seen of it. I wasn't able to see the entire episode, but what I have seen of it, it was really good, just like the rest of the season was really good. Definitely a lot of twists and turns, and like I said, it was a really good show. And I'm gonna say, if it wasn't for the fact that they already renewed it for another season this big, it would have probably been a good way to end off the series. But they're going to be back for a season 3 next year, thank goodness. Again, it never missed to me. It's been a really good show. It's really, really a good show. And the one thing that everybody is making a really big deal about is the reveal that was made during the show. And a question like this has been asked along during the whole deal. That, what about the Arrowverse? It's like, is this show connected to the Arrowverse? Why have we seen any references to Supergirl or to or to the Flash or Green Arrow or anybody like everybody like that? And why haven't we seen any references? Well, they finally got the answer. Even though there was a guest star of somebody from the Arrowverse, they finally got the answer of, is this connected to the Arrowverse? And the answer is no, it isn't. Because in one scene, Gerald Lane he's talking to Jordan, and they're talking to him, and he basically makes mention that his dad, Superman, is the only hero in the entire world. No, that means just him alone. Which means that once and for all, this show is not in any way, shape, or form connected with the Arrowverse. And as everybody's been noticing lately, the Arrowverse shows have been one by one being canceled and scrapped and everything. Everybody either just leaving the air or getting canceled, or like I said, basically the Arrowverse. It appears that the Arrowverse is coming to an end, and I said the other shows are getting renewed. And this once and for all shows you that this Superman is a doppelganger. This Superman and then Lois in this universe, these are doppelgangers to the Arrowverse, the Prime Earth Superman and everybody, and Lois Lane. I don't know what designate this Earth is, but this is a different Earth than the Prime Earth versions of everybody. And on this Earth, so far, Superman is the only superhero on Earth. And there is no Flash, no anybody. And I can tell you what I think they're doing going forward here is, what seems to be happening is that they're phasing out, what it appears to me over there at CW and everything, they still appear to be phasing out the Arrowverse. And what I think they're going to do is that I think they're going to start rebuilding the universe again, possibly differently, and they're going to do different takes on everything, because this feels very much like the Arrowverse. They talk about in the beginning they were going to do it, but they slowly started. They were going to show like Carl was there. They're basically going to show that this was an Arrowverse show, but they slowly but surely started pulling it all out. They started pulling all the references out. And yes, even though Diggle showed up in season 1 and at the end of season 2, we've come to discover, according to the guys making the show, that the Arrowverse, this is a different Diggle. This is a completely different Diggle than the one we remember from the Arrowverse. This ain't exactly the same one, and yet it does feel like the same one. And to me, that's actually pretty good. It all feels very familiar, even though this is not the Arrowverse. And it appears as though, and this is just my theory, and it's kind of a sound theory, that what I think they're doing is that they're closing the chapter on the Arrowverse over at CW. They're slowly but surely bringing the Arrowverse to a close, and they're closing the ending the chapter closing the book on the Arrowverse, and what I think they're going to do next, and again, this looks very much like what they're going to do. They're going to restart the universe with Superman and Lois. Whereas, like I said, everything was launched years and years ago with Arrow, and then the Flash, and then you had Arrow, you had Flash, and then you had Supergirl over on another channel, and then they crossed them over and brought her into the fold and everything, and Legends of Tomorrow, Batwoman, all that stuff, and Black Lightning. Of course, it was they said Arrowverse all they want to, but it was on another Earth. But they were going to start bringing the but they have slowly but surely started canceling everything. I mean, first was Black Lightning with I think they pretty much canceled it when they brought him over, and they almost pretty much canceled that series when they brought it into the Arrowverse Prime Earth. And like I said, they canceled that show first. Then was Arrow, or maybe I'm getting it backwards. If I'm not, please set me straight. Please set me straight about the order in the comments below. But it's like they canceled Black Lightning first, then Arrow, or it was either that, Arrow. It was either Arrow first, then it's Black Lightning, or it was Black Lightning, then it was Arrow first. But either way, it was. I would just say it like this: it was Green Arrow. Arrow was first because Oliver Queen died in the Crisis and became the Spectre, even though you never saw him again. You had then you had Black Lightning. Let's just say it's that for right now. Black Lightning got canceled. Then Supergirl got canceled out of nowhere. Of course, I think they were doing that because they're doing a Superman show. That's just my theory on that. I think they were getting ready to do other plans with the Supergirl character, and also they were doing a Superman show, so they wanted to go ahead and restart everything. But they canceled Supergirl, and they just recently canceled Legends of Tomorrow on a cliffhanger, and that Booster Gold finally showed up, and it was arresting them, but the CW canceled them before they could ever resolve that new storyline. Then you had, and now there's rumors that the Flash is soon going to come to an end next season. They said they're at least going to go one more season, not even probably a full season for number 9. And it looks like that, like I said, it looks like they're slowly but surely closing down turning the page on the Arrowverse and slowly closing the book on the Arrowverse, and are going to start everything anew with Superman and Lois, because I get this feeling that you're going to start seeing other heroes pop up in the air, and in what I guess you could call it the Superman and Lois verse. I think they were referred to as the CW verse, but to me, I'm going to say the way things are going with CW, I don't know if you can call it that anymore. The way things are going with CW, that things may move to other places, so you might as well call it, if they want to keep it going, they'll probably have call it the Superman and Lois verse, even though it's kind of a mouthful. Eventually you're probably going to start seeing other heroes. You might see another Batman pop up, you might see another Batwoman pop up, who knows, new Flash, new Green Arrow, new Supergirl. You never know, they might get Melissa Benoist back to play Supergirl on that one. Who knows at this point? But it looks to me as if it's just a theory that happens to fit the clues here. And they're going to close the book on the Arrowverse, and if they start everything over again, they're going to spin it off of Superman and Lois. But and as for Stargirl's pretty much safe anyway, because she's not technically part of the Arrowverse. She's basically a refugee of the DC Universe app that went under, and they scattered. They basically folded a few years ago, and they scattered them to the four winds. She ended up on the CW. Everybody else ended up on HBO Max, like Doom Patrol and all that. They ended up on HBO Max. But she's pretty much safe because she's on her own Earth, and they're still going to keep continuing that. which to me is good because it's a good show. But yeah, it appears that, like I said, it appears that if they redo the universe again, it's all going to spin out of Superman and Lois. To me, that's the best way to go and to kind of freshen things up a bit, because I've said this many times, what in the world can you do to top Crisis? And to me, it's just been almost a downhill march for the Arrowverse, in my opinion, ever since Crisis. Because it's just like, you can't top that, and they're having a hard time trying. But Superman and Lois is a good, best way to go. Make it look like you're spinning it off, and yet at the same time, it's not. It's on its own, doing its own thing with the appearance of a spinoff. But yeah, that's just. But to me, that's the best way to go to kind of freshen things. But that's just my theory. What's yours? Do you think that's what they're doing right now? Let me know in the comments below. I guess that's all for this edition of Mr. J's Geek Corner. And as always, you have a comment about anything, drop it in the comment box below. Like, subscribe, share, and tell all your friends. And y'all stay cool out there. It's getting hot. It's really hot right now. And like I said, just kick back with your favorite. You kick back with your favorite bit of geekery and a cool glass of tea, and keep cool. Get in front of that air conditioner and get comfortable, and just stay there for a while until all this heat passes. And see y'all next time.